Charlotte, North Carolina is a thriving city here in the South. It is known for its banking, three major sports teams, and its openness to new businesses and innovation. And one of the best parts is that it has over 200 sunny days a year. Over 120 people move to Charlotte every day to call it home. In this video, I am going to take you to Camp North End, which is a major adaptive reuse development with a rich industrial and military history that has been transformed into a vibrant community hub. Let's take a look at Camp North End then and now. From 1924 to 1941, Ford Motor Company had its assembly plant here. The site began as a 240,000 square foot factory designed by renowned architect Albert Kahn for the Ford Motor Company. Here, Ford produced Model T and Model A cars, with the plant assembling hundreds of thousands of vehicles before the Great Depression led to its closure. From 1941 to 1949, the U.S. Army Quartermaster Depot was here. With the onset of World War II, the U.S. Army acquired the property, expanding it with massive warehouses to serve as a supply depot for soldiers across the Southeast. The depot handled everything from uniforms and typewriters to the logistics of returning fallen soldiers to their families. 1950s to the 1960s, Charlotte Area Missile Plant was here. During the Cold War, the site was repurposed for military manufacturing, notably as the Charlotte Area Missile Plant, producing Nike missiles and Gamma Goat military vehicles. This area gave rise to the camp name still used today. From 1967 to 2015, pharmaceutical distribution was here. After national defense needs waned, the site was sold to Eckerd Pharmaceuticals in 1967, later becoming a Rite Aid distribution center. It served this function and employed many local residents. In 2016, this 76-acre site was purchased by Atco Properties from Rite Aid and began a major transformation, reimagining this adaptive, reuse, and mixed-use development. Since 2017, Camp North End has opened to the public as a mixed-use destination, blending historic preservation with new development. Only about 29% of the campus has been developed so far, with full build-out expected by 2035. The original factory buildings, warehouses, and military facilities are being preserved and repurposed rather than demolished. These structures now house creative offices, retail, restaurants, art studios, and event spaces, maintaining their industrial character and architectural details. Selective architectural interventions like exposing and preserving industrial details, refurbishing skylights, and maintaining open interior layouts celebrate the site's history while making the spaces functional for contemporary uses. The 1920s era Ford Model T factory, the oldest building on the site, has received a local historic landmark designation, ensuring its preservation and careful renovation as part of the ongoing development. Where new construction is necessary, design choices intentionally complement the historic buildings with materials and finishes that echo the aged, weathered look of the original structures. New sidewalks, plazas, and landscaping are designed to blend seamlessly with the historic environment. For example, new sidewalks are intentionally weathered to match the site's vintage aesthetic. Old industrial materials, such as rebar and silos, are repurposed as public art installations, further connecting the site's past to its present. Art installations and sculptures made from salvaged site materials are featured throughout the campus, and historic artifacts like the Gamma Goat military vehicle are being prepared for public display in museum-like settings. The development plan prioritizes walkability, connectivity, and public gathering spaces with 18 acres of integrated parks and plazas that invite community engagement while highlighting the site's history. The diversity of tenants and intentional programming ensure the space remains vibrant and accessible, reflecting the site's legacy as a place of commerce and innovation. Again, the features you can see at Camp North End are creative office spaces for innovative businesses and startups, art galleries, retail shops, and pop-up markets, restaurants, food stalls, and event venues, public art installations and outdoor gathering spaces, community events, concerts, and festivals. New residential developments, including apartments, are opening as of this year, 2025, with a mix of market rate and affordable housing. The site's adaptive reuse has preserved many of its historic structures, such as the original Ford factory and military warehouses, while activating them for modern uses. Camp North End stands as one of Charlotte's largest and most ambitious adaptive reuse projects, transforming a storied industrial and military site into a dynamic, inclusive destination for work, living, and play. Camp North End already hosts a wide variety of events: art walks, live music, outdoor movie nights, farmers markets, wellness classes, and cultural festivals, which demonstrate how a historic site can serve as a dynamic backdrop for both traditional and innovative gatherings. This variety encourages event organizers to think beyond standard venues, using the site's industrial charm and open spaces for everything from pop-up markets to immersive art experiences. The development process at Camp North End has involved outreach to community leaders, surveys, and public engagement, making it a place shaped by local voices. This collaborative approach can inspire future events that are co-created with residents, artists, and entrepreneurs, ensuring programming reflects the community's needs and interests. With free and low-cost events, family-friendly activities, and spaces for all ages, Camp North End sets a standard for accessibility. Its open layout and welcoming atmosphere make it easy for people to participate, fostering a sense of belonging and encouraging organizers to prioritize inclusivity in their own events. The historic architecture and outdoor areas invite creative event concepts. Think yoga under the water tower, art workshops in formal warehouses, or concerts in open courtyards. This inspires others to reimagine how underused or historic spaces in their own neighborhoods could be activated for community benefits. By hosting local vendors, artists, chefs, and makers, Camp North End nurtures a culture of entrepreneurship and creativity. Future events can build on this by spotlighting emerging talent, supporting small businesses, and providing platforms for cultural exchange. Camp North End's event calendar includes everything from meditation sessions to chess clubs and book clubs, showing how a site can become a hub for niche interest groups and new friendships. This encourages event planners to think about how their gatherings can foster real connections and community spirit. Camp North End inspires future community events by showing what's possible when history, creativity, and community engagement come together. Its model encourages organizers to use unique spaces for diverse programming, involve the community in planning, prioritize inclusiveness, support local talent, foster real social connections. This approach can be replicated in other neighborhoods, turning historic sites into vibrant, welcoming centers for community life. Think about historic areas where you live and possibly make this suggestion to your developers and local government to repurpose it into an innovative space like Camp North End, because it's important to think again. Thanks so much for watching. If you're in Charlotte or planning to visit, be sure to check out Camp North End. It's an amazing spot for art, food, events, and real piece of our city's history. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs it up and like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notification so you never miss out on more local and not so local discoveries. I'd love to hear from you. What other places or hidden gems would you like to see featured on this channel? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. See you again to explore the best of our city and beyond. Thanks for watching. I am Coach Sherri.